Hey, welcome to New Jump City, everybody, where we recap the week in American and Japanese sequential art. I am your host, Christian, the unbiased king, Espinal. And joining me through Discord, it is the man, the myth, the legend. It is Joshua, Gangsta Time Cole.
Well, it's called Partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
I am the man. There's a myth about me, and it's legendary. Facts, facts, facts.
Those are all true.
What up, everybody listening?
Oh, yeah, we're back.
We got a whopping 3 books. But we're going to say 2.5.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
2.5?
2.5. We got a short show for you guys, hopefully, this week, you know. We only have 2.5 books we're talking about. One in not as usual detail as usual. So, you know, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Let's get into plugs. You can find me at the Chris Espinal on Twitter and Instagram. Joshua Cole, where can they find you?
At JD Cole _37 on Instagram and at NY Chillin with an EN at the end, not an ING.
Oh,
that's on Twitter. And that's an ambulance.
Yeah.
I've got the window open because it's hot as hell.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, it's gonna have to be okay because I ain't closing that fucking window.
No, I wouldn't expect you
I ain't
to.
cutting that AC on in November, bro. I refuse. I've got to take it out the window to remove temptation.
I would never ask you to do such a thing. So, you know, keep that window open. Let's hear the ambiance of New York City for the show.
Yeah, and then they playing dice outside.
Yeah.
Man, they was raising their voice and shit. I was gonna have to tell you to hold on and pause so I could go and listen and see what was happening. But they was all laughing and shit.
Are you locked into the dice league?
No. Yo, you know what's crazy? These dudes. All right, sidebar. These guys like outside, they go around the different blocks, like in the neighborhood, and play dice. And I've heard them talking a few times. I've seen, you know, I don't know these guys, but I know these guys. If that make any sense, you know what I'm saying? They've been in front of the building for years and shit.
They're star athletes.
Yeah, I be hearing them talking about the dice games. I'd be like, shit, I think this is like career dice players, man.
Who you got on draft? Who'd you draft for the dice league?
I don't know, but there's this nigga with the raspy voice outside, and he like always rocks tins. I don't know if he wins a lot, but I hear him all the time.
I imagine
and if he's around a lot, I'm assuming he wins enough.
I imagine they all rock Tims. I feel like that's the cleats of the dice game.
Bad different pairs.
Those are the cleats, you know, of the dice game.
Yeah.
You can't,
right.
You can't play. All right. Well, that was a fun sidebar. But I guess we should continue with plugs. If you like the show, you can follow us at New Jump City on Twitter and Instagram. Follow us on Twitter, especially because we usually do a really good chapter of the week poll for the manga episodes that you guys can vote on your favorite manga chapter of the week. Or if you guys want us to start up a VGI thing, let us know, because usually we record them on the day that these books come out, so it doesn't feel like it makes sense to like put up a poll. But if there's interest, I'll put it up. Email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com with any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want us to talk about on the show. Please let us know. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Please, that would be super cool. Comment, like, too. Share it with your friends. Let's get this community growing, dudes. And if you prefer audio podcasts, you could take us on the go by subscribing to us on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to podcasts. We are on there, so get on it. And I think that's it. Without further ado, let's get into the show proper. Venom.
We're starting with Venom. Holy shit.
Yeah, we got like the X books, so I figured we save them for last because we're going into greater detail with them. But we have Venom #1, a new Venom run by Al Ewing, an old favorite of ours, writer of Sword, writer of the Immortal Hulk.
Excellent writer. So
fantastic.
I guess you got to give it a chance off rip, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only reason I'm really picking it up, because it went from I don't know why. It went from Donny Cates to Al Ewing, which is not a bad transition.
No. It's almost like Snyder the King, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right,
Snyder to King and King to Tinian. Not bad.
Right. We didn't know Tinian at first. Well, I didn't. I wasn't sure, but he proved to us.
He wrote a lot with Scott Snyder on his Batman run. He co-wrote some of them. So like he's like a disciple of Snyder. Like Snyder taught him like writing, I think.
Who's the disciple of Snyder?
Tinian.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But in any case, this is Venom #1. We probably won't do like an epic recap of this as we usually do because it is a longer issue. But the issue of this, the first issue of this run, it actually spins off of directly from Donny Cates's run on Venom, where he had the King in Black arc, and Eddie Brock has become basically the god of the symbiotes overall. And this is a continuation of that, which is kind of rare to see in American comics, where a different
from writer to writer, right?
Yeah, where the arc kind of continues from one writer to a different one, which I very much appreciate, as rare as it is. Eddie's off in space doing space god shit, being a superhero in space, which is not necessarily like a road untraveled for Venom. We had Venom Space Night where what's his face, the anti-Venom, yeah, not Flash Gordon, Flash Thompson.
Shit, my bad.
No,
wrong Flash.
Yeah, no, he went off to space. He started doing space shit, but it's a different scale now because Eddie controls all of the symbiotes that ever existed now. So
he is the King in Black now,
yeah.
Which was not a detail I actually 100% understood at the end of the event, but it was made very clear.
Yeah, he is the King in Black. He has basically all of Null's powers, which make him a beast.
Right, and in this first 2-page spread when they're showing Eddie Brock. He's got a symbiote that looks very, like speaking of Flash Thompson's series, The Space Knight, it resembles the look of that, like a lot more closely to like his classic look.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of a merge between the two.
Yeah, I actually like this look for him. I don't know why the
cool.
insignia is like cool. It's like a little more detailed.
I prefer the classic look a little bit,
too.
More so, but this is nice. It's new. And it's cool.
Yeah, it's snazzy.
Also, I'm sure, I'm going to ask the question. I'm sure everybody that read this probably came to their head too. But is this image, is this pen on the right side of his new costume? Is this a JoJo reference?
Where?
Where he's like,
his pose? I don't think this is a JoJo pose.
With the people around him in space. Is it some kind of JoJo reference?
No, I wouldn't say this is a JoJo poses are way more dramatic, dude. They're just.
But he's in space with asteroids and three symbiotes following him.
JoJo
pretty outlandish, and he's very showy off you. No,
JoJo is way more.
Do you promise you'll call it out? Because if you see a JoJo
if I see a JoJo-esque pose, I will. I did it last week
in American comics.
Okay, yeah, in American comics, I'll definitely call it out if I see it. JoJo poses are distinctly fucking. You know them when you see them. They're not just like.
Is it more in the arm or in the torso?
Oh, it's a whole body operation. It's like top to bottom. Torsos are involved. You got to get the whole damn shebang involved. I gotta show you JoJo.
You gotta have you gotta have a solid core to do a JoJo.
Yeah, you have to really have like.
You need abs. You need to work out.
You have to have a good center of balance, a center of gravity, in order to truly pull off a good JoJo pose.
Yeah, or have the ability to outright defy gravity.
Yes. Oh, dude, one of these days,
one or the other.
One of these days, I'm gonna expose you to high levels of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I'm not even that big of a fan of the series, but I'm so excited to watch you react to it because it's interesting and it's fun, but it's so wild the shit that they do in that show.
One more thing before we get back to Venom on the JoJo references. In One Punch Man, spoilers,
Mhm.
I think, when he fought against the rhinoceros beetle guy, you know, like the third episode,
Yeah.
you know, and the guy was like, kill, 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 kill. Remember?
Yeah.
Is that a JoJo reference?
Well,
Maybe.
the multiple like super
Yeah.
flurry punches was a Jotaro thing for sure.
Yeah.
His order, that was his thing. He had his stand just like punch you relentlessly. That was
Yeah, I seen it in the death battle versus it was Alucard versus the Zaburudo dude, that guy.
Zaru. Oh, Dio.
Yeah, Dio. It was Dio versus that guy versus this vampire guy, Alucard.
Yeah, because Dio's technically a vampire as well.
Type.
What?
I said type.
I don't know.
JoJo's weird.
JoJo
All right,
is
let's get back
weird,
to
dude.
Venom, guys.
All right, back to Venom. All right, so
All right.
the story really
So back
picks.
to
It's not a JoJo pose, I promise.
oh.
It's not a JoJo pose unless you have like one wrap. Your arm is at least one layer wrapped around a part of your body. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's closer to a JoJo pose.
And like leaning forward.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
my back. I'm too old for this shit.
Yo, be careful. You'll break your back doing it, man. If you're not like a
Jeez, almost broke my spine.
if you're not like an NFL cornerback, do not attempt a JoJo pose for real.
Or ballet. A ballet pro.
Yeah. Oh my god. So Eddie Brock, one of the big conflicts in the story is that while Eddie Brock is off being a space god and, you know, like saving people, he's committing his like godhood to just like going around saving people. He doesn't have the Venom symbiote himself. He just like inhabits the bodies of different symbiotes throughout space, and he can exist.
Yeah, he has all the other ones.
Yeah, he can exist within any point of the universe that they're all in. So he has basically like body snatching minds everywhere, you know? So he's off in space doing cool Venom shit. I don't know what's going on with my computer with this shit.
He's saving a spaceship
Yeah, he's
with hostages and thieves.
yeah, fighting scrolls. And one of his symbiotes goes out of fucking control and sends him a message from the future, it looks like. It basically
or something.
Yeah, it basically tells him to watch the throne. He's don't get too comfortable, little boy. You may be the king in black now.
And don't get too comfortable on my chair.
Yeah, this is my throne. He said, so say your goodbyes now. Talk to your son, to your son, to your other. And Eddie just like decides to bounce to get the fuck out of there. He's like, well,
like, nah, I don't know what that was about.
yeah, I gotta get out of here. He takes his symbiotes with him because he doesn't know when one of them is gonna snap and fuck shit up. So, meanwhile, Dylan is having trouble like assimilating to regular life, seeing as how he is instrumental in an alien invasion. You can't really come back and live a normal life after that, I suppose.
For sure.
Yeah. Eddie's not really around because he's off being a space god now. So they have like there's a bit of tension there. There's Eddie comes home, but it's not really him. So because Dylan gets a call on the phone from the real Eddie who's out in space, and he's like, "Yo, you gotta get the fuck out! I know there's a real Eddie. There's another Eddie in there. Don't go with that Eddie. Go somewhere else." And Dylan's like, "Okay, sure,
I guess.
yeah, okay, I guess." Yeah, Eddie tries not to use his like space telepathy to communicate with his son because I guess he's worried that symbiotes, you can't trust these symbiotes no more. So
yeah, he's totally off the symbiote now.
Yeah, he tries to use the symbiotes because apparently, like being a null god allows him to essentially exist in any point in time as long as symbiotes are around. So, you know, he tries to tap into symbiotes of the future. And we get little visages, nothing necessarily very clear. We know that Bedlam, there's a villain named Bedlam. I feel like maybe he's like an old villain or maybe somebody completely new. I'm not sure. Bedlam sounds familiar though.
Looks like a Not like like if Hulk and Carnage mixed together or something.
Yeah.
Like a demon. He's kind of symbiote-ish. Probably is.
Yeah. He's a
Probably
symbiote guy.
is of the symbiote variety.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's Venom, you know. His symbiotes is his bag. Kang also makes an appearance in this issue as as apparently Eddie's oldest friend.
Old friend, I told you shouldn't do that.
You cannot win, my oldest friend. I'm like, all right, King.
I know your whole story. You should.
Yeah. I was like, oh, someone's popular off of a certain Disney Plus show all of a sudden.
It was lit.
That was great. I love Loki.
Love that.
It was just funny. He snaps out of his vision thing because Dylan pulls up to this hotel that he's waiting for him at. Unfortunately for them, the government is also right behind him, or some kind of bad guy entity is also right behind him and shoots a missile directly at Eddie. So, you know, there's like a big old fucking military invasion thing going on here. Dylan inhabits the Venom armor and starts fucking shit up with his cool chain shit. It's like
right, because he's not doing webs.
Yeah, he's like a 30 Seconds to Mars enthusiast. And it's like, it's time for me to fucking do edgelord shit with my edgelord chains.
Dylan was born in the 2000s, for sure. But he's a 90s kid at heart.
Oh, yeah. He's like, dude, he read like Rob Liefeld's old shit. And it was like, this is my jam right here.
So I can't wait to get an armor set with big shoulder pads.
With crazy chest pecs that go out to here.
So I can't wait to start working out my chest.
Nothing but pectoral exercises from here on out. So yeah, Venom just like goes around fucking shit up as Dylan. Eddie is supposedly dead from the rocket hitting him square in the nose.
Right, King in Black died via missile. I guess because he was rejecting the symbiote, so he was just straight human.
Yeah,
they made a point of that. That's fair.
Yeah, but of course.
Criticize.
But to be fair, he is also still a symbiote god. So when he got blasted by that rocket, he didn't really die so much as get blasted through space, it looks like. And the issue kind of ends where he wakes up on this weirdo planet and he meets this weirdo guy named Meridus with the weirdest design I've seen in a while.
He looks like one of those cosmic entities, man. You know, you look at all the shit on his head.
Yeah, he
what time they on?
Yeah, he's very Gardner-esque. I feel like this is the weirdest design since the Gardner from Jonathan Hickman's Avengers.
Nihilo X.
Yeah, Nihilo X or whatever his name.
Nihilo.
X Nihilo. That's his name.
Like, I'm that guy's cousin.
Yeah. What's up? Welcome.
Remember us?
Yeah. Imagine.
Yeah, this is you and I don't know. I was about to go ham.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
We obviously both enjoyed the story, at least a little bit. So I guess we're gonna continue to follow it.
Yeah. I mean,
it's Al Ewing, bro. He's the fucking man.
Yeah, Al Ewing seems to have just like permission to make big sweeping changes to whatever like section of the Marvel universe he's currently working at. And I enjoy his writing. I mean, if you love Immortal Hulk, you know that there's something here that's big waiting for us here. He's very good at reinventing characters. Obviously, he's got a very fun series in Sword going on right now that is ending pretty soon. Actually, I think so, or at least his run on it is ending relatively soon.
You know, there's going to be a lot of religion and politics.
I mean, you know.
Space, religion, politics.
Yeah.
The trademarks of Al Ewing.
The Trinity of Al Ewing. No, but we're fans of his here. So, you know, we'll keep it going. I don't know if we'll, like, cover it super intensely as it goes, but we did cover the Donny Cates run pretty extensively. So I wouldn't rule out talking about Venom again sometime in the near future. And there'll be shorter issues now that the first issue's done. So, you know, it'll be a standard size issue. That's the only reason we kind of sped through this one. It's because it's like 50 pages or something.
Right.
But in any case, I had a good time reading it. Brian Hitch is doing the art on this, and he's really good. Just kind of a great veteran artist presence, I think. He's been around for a long time.
I don't know if you peeped this very last page, but
the big 2-page spread?
Huh?
The 2-page spread?
Oh, no. Keep going past Eddie's Clubhouse.
Oh.
Past the next issue.
There's more? Oh, wow. Oh, shit! I didn't even know. Damn.
So, Eddie is confirmed dead, at least his human body.
Yeah.
Obviously, his consciousness went somewhere. I don't know if you glossed over this. I don't remember hearing you say
No,
this
I did not see
exactly.
this. I did not see this.
No, not this in particular, but Eddie just found out that he can travel through time because he simply can.
Mm-mm.
I'm not about to argue that shit.
It's cousin theory. Like he exists since he's null, he can exist as long as there's a symbiote around. He can exist at any point in time or tap into the memories of past, present.
Through the darkness.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yes. He can tap into whatever symbiote exists at any point in time, wherever they are.
He is Xehanort.
Is he? Is that what
That's
Xehanort
exactly who he is.
I mean,
for the Kingdom Hearts fans out there.
Yeah. At some point, I realized that Xehanort pretty much just becomes the entirety of the Organization 13. So,
in part 3, basically.
Yeah, at least like 7 of those guys.
Yeah. Old me, young me,
my friend me,
evil me, weirdo me,
the me that
swag
took over
me,
my friend, the
Zigbar.
me, yeah, Zigbar, a sniper me, gunslinger me,
gunslinger me,
guitarist me. But yeah, okay. So I actually don't. I didn't read this last page. They took his body. It says that this last page takes place at the Absent Throne, which is exactly what the other symbiote guy was talking about. How like eventually the throne will be empty. So this mysterious guy picks up the skull of Eddie Brock and is like, so it begins as it always does, Doctor. All that is happening now has already happened before.
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. This guy's head looks like Venom's emblem. Go back to the last page.
That's a good observation. It is a spider.
39.
No, you're right. It is a spider.
It's way clearer. And yeah, right. It looks just like a spider. I didn't notice that at first, and I was looking at it for a little while, and I was like, maybe I'm looking into it too much. But no, I'm not missing this small detail. I watch enough YouTube analysis videos to know what to pay attention to now.
Yeah, to really look.
The subtleties.
To look in the background.
That's important.
You're right.
What's on his chest? He got something on. He's like black. He's like dark.
Yeah.
He knows about the King in Black shit, and he has Venom on his head. Come on, man.
He's obviously very much a symbiote guy. Maybe he's like the top of the line symbiote.
That's his son.
Yo, imagine that's Dylan again, like Code.
Right, because he's like, don't worry about it. You're gonna die. It's fine.
Imagine it's Code again.
You're good. Again, yeah.
He's like, thought you got rid of me.
Instead of becoming fake Noel,
I'm this guy now.
Hilo.
Yeah. I'll just keep ripping off other people's style until I get something works for me.
It's a sunset.
I'll just keep jacking steez until
I changed my mind on the chains.
No more edge shit. I'm just going for straight God. I'm going for straight God.
God in space.
Kanye at a concert type vibes. Straight God shit. But yeah, that's it for Venom for me, at least. This is a good jumping on point. They explain enough so you understand the basics of what's going on. I would pick it up.
And even so, you can just go back and read King in Black if you so choose.
Yeah.
Or just go back to the beginning of the Venom book because, I like King in Black. It was okay. It wasn't like incredible, but the prior series by Danny Coates was really good leading up to the event itself. So.
No, I agree with that for sure.
Go for it, guys.
Yeah, pick it up. In any case, let's move on. The X books. We only have 2 of these this week. Marvel has been very merciful on my wallet these last few weeks. Very appreciated. Please don't dump
before the storm, Chris.
Don't dump 7 books next week, please. I can't. I'm enjoying this too much. But in any case, this is Hellions. We're starting off with Hellions number 17. Last we left off, shit wasn't looking great for the Hellions. They've been through a lot. Quanon lost her daughter after Empath made Havoc go crazy using his powers. There was a lot of fallout from what happened at Sinister's lab, where they put the kibosh on the Tarn Sinister fusion thing that he was creating. So, Quanon has decided to kind of just like quit her position as a captain of the Krakoan army because, she lost her daughter and she's feeling really, really sad and lost about it, as understandable as that is,
yeah, and we're treated to a very nice large panel of Quanon.
Yeah, Quanon.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Segovia? Laredo?
Thanks, Segovia.
Laredo's doing the lettering, right?
I don't know.
Segovia's doing the art.
Yeah, I would say maybe Segovia.
It's author, artist, letterer, right?
Maybe not letterer, probably inker or colorist.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, we'll find out. Eventually, we'll hit the credits and we'll find out. Okay, so Emma Frost pulls up and is like, "Why are you leaving?" He's like,
"And why do you look so damn good?"
Damn, why you look like that?
Jesus.
You trying to show me up right now? I'm the fashion queen of Krakoa, and you're out here just outdoing me with a one-piece swimsuit.
Right? You think your leotard's fucking better than mine? It is.
You may have the superior silhouette going on here, but I got the threads for days.
You have this fucking cape.
So she's like, you know why I'm leaving, and the other cuckoos run over to Emma Frost and inform her that there's been an attack on Nanny. That's another thing, is Nanny's old people are the people who behind the ever evolving AI monstrosities that attacked the Hellions before. She used to fuck with these people, I guess. So, now there's like consequences of that. They've stolen the little AI baby that Nanny has taken under her wing ever since that arc. And Orphan Maker has run off to the baby's rescue. It's like, "Where's my little brother?" type shit.
I was like, that is adorable.
It is adorable. He is a straight up mass murderer, but this is cute. The other Hellions are like, "Well, I guess we got to go get him." One after another, they join Quanon, who volunteers to go get Orphan Maker. Havoc is like, "Please let me go. I'm so miserable here. I don't know what happened."
I'm so miserable.
Nothing seems to be working out. So, please, I'm really sorry. He starts to lament about how like he destroyed Quanon's daughter, against his will.
Well, anyone would feel fucking bad about that.
For sure.
She understands. I like how they expressed that, how she immediately was just like, "Look, I get it. I don't blame you at all. I understand."
Yeah, it wasn't you.
Yeah, I would have been a little off. I don't think that would have been characteristic of Quanon to hold. She's smarter than that.
Yeah,
she's way more mature than that.
Yeah, it's also like really cliche at this point. Like for someone to just be like, "No," I appreciate.
Right. I mean, it would have been a horrible way to write because all women are emotional and can't. No,
I agree with that for sure.
Yeah, so it's nice. It's just nice to see.
Yeah, but Havoc's not alone. The rest of the Hellions pull up and are like, "We're coming too." And she's like, "No, all we do is hurt each other." And Grey Crow's like, "But we're Nakama." And she's like, "True."
And Nakama hurt each other.
Yeah. I define my friendship by...
Yeah, all right.
I mean, they're right. I define all my friendship by how toxic we are when we hang out together. So I appreciate that. I respect it. Empath comes along, and that's where
he just swings by like, "Oh,
hey, it's your boy."
And they all dub that shit.
Yeah.
You already know what time Grey Crow is on.
Oh, Grey Crow pulls out his gat immediately. It's like, "I told you I'd kill you."
This nigga thought, he did the. This nigga thought I was. He thought I was fucking joking?
Yeah.
But you know, his boo thing had to tell him to chill.
He's like Grey Crow.
That was the only thing that was stopping him.
Yeah. He's like, I'm this close to pulling the trigger on your stupid face. So yeah, she basically pulls Grey Crow back. Empath is like, that's right, dumbass. You're gonna need me. And Quanon is like, fuck off, Manuel. You're not coming. I spared your life, but you're not coming with us.
Right.
Which I appreciate. I'm glad that like he's not just like coming along. I'm glad the Hellions are like, no, not you.
Yeah, I mean, I already know what it's setting up for. He's gonna pull up and save the day, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm hoping.
I mean, maybe he looks pissed. Like they leave without him.
No, he's
like
tight, but I mean, he's salty.
Yeah.
Not spiteful.
Hmm.
He's changing. His character is changing.
Yeah, there is a piece of him that wants to be accepted by the Hellions, but he keeps doing these dickhead things.
And you know, normally I would be like, the sun tsundere archetype. Well, no, yeah, kind of. Or just, the asshole learning empathy. But like a few of these other series, the writing has been so well and the character development has been really good. And I think he is organically learning.
Yeah.
And his way of learning, I like the way he's learning and starting to become more human because it's through friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And friendship isn't something that any one person can define for others, honestly. The type of relationship you build vary and have different meaning to others. So these people became important to him, whether he knew it was going to happen or not. Whether he fully understands that at the moment right now, which I think he does because he's not that dense.
Yeah.
He's just, stubborn. He's learning the hard way that you can't fucking act your actions have consequences, and that's
you can't.
That's how he was carrying himself, like a villain. Villains act like they're silly villains anyway. Act like their actions don't have consequences because when shit blows up in their face, they're mad about it and they don't always understand. I like it. I like his character development. He's becoming a more serious person with depth, like a lot of these other characters across the X books.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I mean, to think we had no idea about a lot of these characters going in. I sure as hell didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know many of them. The only one I was
bro, if you wasn't in those Fox movies,
then I don't know
you,
bro.
In Marvel vs. Capcom, it's slow for you, bro.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've grown very attached to a lot of these characters. I very much appreciate what they bring to the table. We cut back. The Hellions fuck off to find Orphan Maker. Orphan Maker's already at the hideout of these scientist people and is raising hell.
And the people don't understand. Like, that's what's funny. The scientists that they're defending know, but the people, but these actually security, like the security workers, they have no idea why he's doing it.
Yeah, they're like, whoa. He comes in, he breaks down the door, and he's like, I'm a good boy. And the guy who in the back is like, okay, all right, you're a good boy.
You're good. Like, they don't know. They have no idea that. Is that what it is? That's what, in his mind, that's what he thought. Oh, that's what it is?
It's what?
Yeah, you're a good boy. You're fine.
Yeah, okay.
Nigga broke his arm for his troubles.
Yeah.
And told him I'm not worth
Oh my
he
God.
is projecting hard right
What a weird day at the office if you're a henchman. The Marvel Universe can be weird sometimes if you're like a henchman there. It's just the boy is like, I'm a good boy. It's like, what? I thought you were a man in a robot suit. I thought you were Iron Man, dude. What's going on?
Right, he does kind of look like Iron Man.
Yeah. Apparently they're just some regular like patrol cops just watching. Are they like park rangers? I think they're park rangers. No, they are park rangers. They're little vans as park rangers. And it's like, oh damn, that's rough. These just random park rangers. Yeah, so the Hellions arrive. They start fucking shit up as well. The villain group that was built up earlier with the weird painting on their face, they're there, and then they just get their ass whooped. Pretty easy.
I mean, the girl with the swords kind of put up a fight.
She did, but then by that time, there's still like 5 Hellions to her one person. Meanwhile, Orphan Maker finally makes his way to the main science room, I guess, where the baby is being experimented on. And he blows the doors off and he goes, "I'm having feelings." And the scientist immediately gives the baby over to Orphan Maker, and he gives it a big old hug. He's like, "It's okay, you're safe now." That's when Nanny pulls up and is like, "Nanny, I got him back." And Nanny just starts being mean to Orphan Maker again. And man, something genuinely kind of chilling starts to happen with the baby, where, as Nanny is like cradling the baby in his arms, this whole time, all this little cyborg baby has been able to say was Mew. Like he's just like Mew, Mew. And then it started to build more and more as Nanny holds him. She's like, "Yeah, that's right. It's your Mew, Mew." And he's like, "Mew, mute, mutant, mutant scum," and then he just blasts her. He like clean
full dark side.
Yo, he does. He goes full Zakir on Nanny, and just like blasts a fireball out of his mouth. Like from
damn near a laser shoots right through Nanny's fucking armored body.
Yeah, kills Nanny. Nanny's dead. So that and Orphan Maker's like, "Nanny? Nani?"
Nani? That's what all of us were saying, like, "Oh,
whoa,
you're right." right. They did hate the mutants.
Yeah. Yeah, the scientist dude is like self-replicating mutant AI that hates mutants. He just starts laughing like Yagami style. He's like, "Hey."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, "You're acting like this guy isn't about to like wreck your entire existence." He's like, "I told that woman those mutant babies would be the end of her."
That's Orphan Maker looks to kind of is lessening on from beyond.
Yeah. He grabs this dude's head and the guy goes, "Oh." Well. And he
twists his head open like a cat.
Yeah, he snaps it all the way around. He makes his head do the Tasmanian devil. He snaps it so fast. It goes,
it did a few spins.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then he kills the other scientists for good measure, I guess. He's like, "Fuck you guys too." So, Orphan Maker's going out on a fucking killing spree, just destroying everybody he can. He kills all of the soldier dudes. And then the park rangers pull up. And it's like, "You're engaging in illegal activities in a federal parkland. Put the gun down." To this armored dude. And I'm like, man, I mean, I guess your commitment to protecting the national parks of the world is admirable. But, oh boy, tap out here, buddy. This is not worth it. The Hellions find all of the fucking hell that is wreaked by Orphan Maker left behind. And they follow the trail to find Orphan Maker has killed the two park rangers. And
wish he's done.
Mm-hmm. And their car. Yeah. It's very sad. And the only thing he has to say is, "I couldn't stop." And that's the end of this issue. Sad as hell.
Yeah, it actually is really, really sad.
I don't know, man. This is a sad issue for sure. A very tragic one.
Yeah. Well, but that said, VGI.
Oh yeah.
Certified VGI.
I'll give it mine as well.
Certified VGI.
Yeah, this is such a good series, man. And it's a shame that it's coming to an end soon. Hopefully there is another iteration of it in the way of X, where there's more involved with the Hellions, because they're great.
Well, they have a book coming out called Exiles, which, I mean, the concept seems very similar.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We can only hope.
Yeah, I mean, that is the hope, man.
But it's not going to be these same characters, so, I don't know if that's the type of placement you're looking for.
Hey, man, at least as long as some of them are in it, I'm here for it. I'm excited to see what happens next. I believe the next issue will be second to last or last, actually, because I remember Hellions being announced ending in December.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how it ends. This was such a fun series. I don't want to do my whole like end of series diatribe for it, but it's so fun, top to bottom, really.
Been a treat.
A genuine treat.
Much like Psylocke.
Yeah, one of the shining stars of the Hickman era X-Men books, and it will be missed when it goes, but we'll enjoy it while we can. Do you have any final thoughts before we move on?
We love Psylocke.
Yeah, we do love Psylocke. Well, yeah, she is Psylocke because Betsy is Captain Britain.
QAnon.
QAnon.
Gonna miss saying that name.
Yeah. All right. I guess we should move on to Excalibur number 25. This is a dope cover art, I think. I'll say that real fast.
You think?
I like it. You don't like it?
I like it too. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, solid.
I really like her Starlight sword, although they don't have it in this picture, I think. I don't think that's it.
Yeah, this is her, just like her regular psionic sword.
But I'm just saying, I do think it's really, really cool.
Yeah, it is.
It almost reminds me of the Keyblade or something, you know?
Yeah. It's in your heart. Is why.
Yeah. Lit.
We open to confusion. Betsy is in Krakoa, like on a date with an ex, I guess, but she's also remembering like the battle that they left off on with Arthur and his people. Or is this just her remembering like the monsters from before? I'm kind of confused as to what this is.
Well, I had a lot of questions about this initial get together too, but to me it just seems like she's doing this before they headed out to Otherworld. Because when this little arc started, like the fight, they were preparing. Then they went into Otherworld ready for this, for the conflict.
Mm-hmm.
So this, what I mean, it checks out that she would have this type of, get together, seeing people before shit, because she might, if you die in Otherworld, it's over. So if she gets smoked, she ain't gonna see these people again.
Yeah, she meets.
I don't know anything about them. I don't know what's going on. I know her homegirl in the red has very nice proportions. And that's the last thing I'm gonna say about a fictional character's body.
Yeah.
In this week's episode.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Strike Team, which is, I guess, a British mutant superhero team. They're essentially like deported mutants from Britain that now have to live on Krakoa, but they love Britain so much that they're bummed out that they have to live here now instead of living on Krakoa as immortal wonderland.
You've got to think that it's more so the principle. Like, bro, yeah, like, Krakoa's dope, but I don't want to get kicked out of my fucking home, regardless of how awesome this place is.
Yeah.
I want a vacation here. I live here.
Yeah, I want to live in Britain where it rains all the time. No, I mean,
yeah. Like, you guys shit in the grass and wait for Krakoa
to eat it,
or some weirdo mutant to pick it up and do something with it.
Yeah, how do you guys live here? Y'all have apartments here or something? You got a house?
Just sections.
No, we just have like little huts and tents. Some of us have old castles that we live in, old little towers. Excalibur lives in an old tower. Would you like to live in that? There's no outlets. You can't charge your phone at all on our island.
So yeah, there's essentially a brothel on the moon, aka the summer house.
Some people just live in this bar that we are all hanging out at. Some people just spend 24/7 here at the bar with the blob bartends. There's X Corp. It's not necessarily a house. It's more of a corporation where I guess people also live. There's the Academo Sextant, where I guess is like a college dorm.
And they have sex.
Yeah.
In the tent.
Yeah. Sinister seems to sit on a throne all day in his thing. He doesn't have like a room
in his sinister capsule.
Yeah, where do
His
these
crystal
people
capsule.
fucking sleep? I'm very confused. Where do they lay their heads down at night? But anyway, Betsy goes off. She's like, sorry, strike team. I have business to do. I can't help you with your strike team business. This is very important. Strike team stuff that is very important. And very
Super duper important.
very crucial. Very
and will
important.
matter down the line. But
Yeah.
I got to deal with the small stuff first.
Yeah.
Let me get this out the way, then we can get back to Britain.
Yeah, to Britain. The most interesting part of Excalibur is what's going on. It's clearly not the magical lands that they constantly do battle in. It is the United Kingdom. Anyway, Camelot. Betsy reunites with the Excalibur team in Camelot, and they're just going over battle strategy now.
Yeah.
The girl announces like they didn't really ever finish the battle. They just bounced and let everybody else out there to continue fighting King Arthur's fight. And I'm like, okay, I guess. Cool. So yeah, you guys have to get back out there. Is basically what she's saying. It's like at some point we're all gonna have to go back out there and fight. King Jamie tries to get in on the action, and she's like, no. Then all that's left to protect the castle is just the villagers. So, go back and
I guess that was a clever way of writing out Jamie from the situation, who could technically destroy their entire opposition.
Yeah.
But it's such a risk to have him on the front line.
Yeah.
Plus, if he dies, it's pretty much over. I mean, imagine having an Omega level mutant like him die.
Mm-hmm.
The council will be dumb tight.
It's like,
They're like, you let your brother fucking die? Are you serious?
Yeah, who killed
The
him?
reality warper?
Who killed-
What the fuck are we gonna have to fight against other people
Who
that?
Who killed this guy? King Arthur. Just the guy? Did Merlin have anything to do with that? No, just King Arthur. All right. Okay. I guess so.
Jesus Christ, Betty, you fucking suck.
Jesus fuck. Come on, man.
I liked it better when you were Psylocke.
Yeah, we're trying to build.
No, actually, that's not how it works. She was in Psylocke's body, so it was really Betty the whole time. But
Yeah.
But then, can't Psylocke just take over your body and you stop existing? Can we do that? Can we try that out for a little while?
Yeah.
Maybe forever.
I think it's time for people to switch teams now. Let's give Quanon a shot. But yeah, meanwhile, it's revealed that Merlin is just working on ways to dispel the shields around the Starlight Citadel. And
What a heretic.
Yeah, with his satanic pagan rituals. And the Starlight Citadel people, I remember these guys. I just don't remember their name, what they go by.
Call these people witch breed, but you cast in a whole spell that took like 45 minutes.
You're literally a wizard.
It's not like some regular. You're not a magician pulling rabbits out of a hat or close up or the super awesome close up magic. Like,
Yeah.
come on, my nigga.
The ultra
You
impressive.
committed. You're a witch.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Like, am I missing something?
No. I get it.
These guys are bigots, bro. They're projecting their own insecurity.
And worst off, they're hypocrites about it. It's like, y'all have power.
What, you mad because they don't got to do an enchantment to use their power?
Yeah, that's why he's really mad. He's an old ass man.
Sick about that.
He still has to go bibbity bobbity boo in order to make things happen. That's why he's mad. Okay, so these like students of Saturnine, I guess, pull up and try to do something, but they just start getting carved up by King Arthur and his army.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. This is the craziest part, is that they have these gigantic like crossbow things that they're not really using on the Excalibur team. They're just shooting them at the Captain Britain Corps.
Well, they're the real threat.
Yeah,
In all our fairness.
the
Captain Britain Corps is losing.
yeah, they're getting taken out by these harpoons, and Betsy to the point.
by Stevalith people and Arthur.
Yeah, to the point where
King Arthur's really that nice, huh?
yeah, I guess so.
He really holds that much weight.
It's
I had no idea.
it's to the point where
I
Betsy's
had no
like,
idea, Chris.
Betsy's like, yo, never mind. Let's get out of here. fuck that shit. They're really just shooting our people, our Captain Britain Corps.
Like, oh, we're losing.
Yeah. Oh man,
Did not anticipate that.
The Merlin spell starts to work, like it starts to dispel everything, and Saturday is like, anti-magic, that devil. And like, oh, Asta confirms defeats Saturnine.
For sure.
Asta is better than anybody in the Excalibur run of books. He immediately...
I mean, it goes without a doubt. I think Asta would put up a good fight against a lot of Marvel characters. Not all of them.
Yeah. He would just yell at them until they're deaf and then destroy them from there.
That's a good strategy.
So yeah, that didn't work out. So the Excalibur team has to rush in to like defend Saturnine because King Arthur's guys are just so overwhelming with the Savalith people that
apparently
that they just overrun the Starlight Citadel up to the point where they're basically at Saturnine's doorstep. But luckily for them, Betsy Braddock has stripped off her armor and is just like, "Sup, bitch? I'm right here. Let's go."
All right. So what we kind of skipped is that when Merlin casted that anti-magic spell, like over the Citadel, the Captain Britain Corps lost their power because that's where their power comes from, or whatever. I don't know why Saturnine was taking a white bath, but
they mentioned that she was like doing a rest thing, like a meditation thing.
The Thor rest.
Yeah, the fuck. What was it called? I know what you're talking about. The Odin sleep. She's doing the Odin sleep.
Same universe. I mean,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, sure.
What does Asgard even mean to this realm? Like, comics is crazy.
Camelot is still
shared universes are tough.
I would say Camelot is still Midgard, but who knows?
What?
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
And then they had their own realms, like.
Yeah.
Oh, Midgard's huge compared to the rest of the realms. Then I mean.
Yeah.
Midgard has the rest of the galaxy, and then the other realms are just snowy area, mountain, hell, hail.
I think it's just hell with one L. It's just hell. It's not hail.
Hail. Hail.
Not hail.
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 Yo, dude, sidebar real fast. I've been reading Vinland Saga. It's pretty good.
Yo, Vinland? I don't know about it. What's that about, bro?
It's like this weird historical... I don't know how really historical it is, but it's centered on Viking times. Shit like that. It's really good. I'm in the middle of the first volume, and I like it.
Do you have the books, or are you just reading it?
Comixology has them for free because I have like Comixology Unlimited. So I've been just peeping.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not bad. The art's pretty good too. Anyway, back to Excalibur. So the Excalibur team burst into her room, and they're like, "The fuck is she doing in this tub? Bay, go get her!" And Bay picks her up out of her weird tub. Shogo rips open the doors because King Jaime just basically took Shogo and it was like, haha, I did not listen to Betsy Braddock's commands. So I'm here.
I know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Betsy Braddock is psychically submitting Arthur. It's pretty embarrassing how one-sided this battle is. He just like touches his mind. Is like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, so you guys are all struggling.
Yeah, this whole thing.
But your main guy got smoked by Betsy.
By an armorless Betsy. She could have just walked up to him and just been like, no, you're done. And she's basically like, don't fucking come here again. You're just a person.
I'm a mutant, nigga.
Yeah.
I want you to understand this. I'm a mutant, bro. At the end of the fucking day.
Yeah. You're just some old rube. You got nothing on me.
Yeah, be a father to your son. She talked a lot of shit to him and then bounced.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta respect Betsy.
Get your fucking mind right, bro. Go take care of your kid, and then you could duel me later.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I'm going back to Avalon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, niggas can have the castle.
Yeah. So
they fought so hard for that citadel. They defended it. They defended their citadel from the Arakkans. But oh man, the army of Sevalith. Oh, and the Reavers. I mean, the Reavers are pretty gangster. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
they're like all like Amazos, right? Basically, like they adapt and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they have like this Hickman-esque dialogue where they're like, threat perceived, weakness to threat, insert weakness here, and then do the weakness.
Yeah, they're like like Sentinels, like like the Sentinels from Future Past, Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I wonder if that's gonna happen. That's essentially what's his name is, right? The Omega Sentinel guy.
Nimrod?
Yes, he's
a Sentinel.
He's basically adaptable and all of that, right?
Yeah, he's the highest tier Sentinel ever.
Right.
That's the whole thing. But anyway, King Jamie just drops Saturnine because he's a mischievous character. I'm a trickster or something.
Jamie doesn't. Betsy's holding on to her.
No, I'm saying
she falls because of something Merlin's doing. You said Merlin did it, or you said Jamie?
No, Jamie had her on the dragon with Bay, right? If you see here, and then he tells Bay to drop the magic strix.
She says, Jamie, you madman. Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're right. I didn't notice that before. I thought she just fell off, or they dropped it to her so Betsy could catch him. But she was tight about that shit.
Yeah, she was like, "What the fuck, man?"
Man, she should have just let her die. She's been such a pain in the arse.
Yeah, she has been. She's been nothing but a pain in the arse. So they go off. They use Shogo to create a trench, an uncrossable trench.
Because the trench in reality.
Yeah, Shogo is.
I don't even have a problem with like the fact that he could do it. I don't really understand it.
Yeah, I guess like
so you can see over non-reality. Like it should be like this barrier that you can't. You shouldn't be able to see over this fucking ravine. Yeah. It should just be like cut off from Otherworld.
Yeah,
which. I mean, they are essentially for all intents and purposes. Just it's not. It doesn't make sense aesthetically.
Yeah, Jamie is using his reality warping powers to keep this fire from, I guess, destroying all reality because that's how
all of reality.
Because that's how strong Shogo is when he's in Otherworld.
Well, at least not destroying Avalon anyway.
Yeah,
not letting fire spread.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
the reality warping.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Merlin is not perturbed. He's just like, who gives a fuck about you?
He's like, yeah.
He's like, who gives a fuck about your fire? I'm coming right up.
That's right.
Yeah, he uses his magic to, I guess, drop Saturnine and Betsy down this magic eternity thing. I don't know, reality warping smoke or whatever. And then we cut over to them on the Sea of Secrets, where Betsy finally wakes up. And Saturnine wakes up and he's like, "Oh, good, you're awake. I've been here before, and we'll be here a while. So why don't I finally keep my promise and tell you the story of how I took that citadel from Merlin? It might just prove useful." And I'm like, "You got a lot of nerve, lady."
How she fell in love with Brian Braddock. 'Cause I need to know like why she's such a fiend.
Yeah, why is she such a simp for Brian Braddock? Man, she's got a lot of nerve, man. All of a sudden just be like, "Well, I guess I could tell you this crucial information that could have prevented you from losing my citadel in the first place."
I might have.
I guess I'll do it now that I guess.
I like how she's so like, "Oh, whatever about it." Like, Saturnine, you are insufferable, aren't you? Like,
you just grind my
You are
fingers.
a pro at being fucking annoying.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's the end of that issue. I liked it. I was a little confused.
Oh,
I felt like
cool.
I felt like, the pacing or like, I guess the structure of this issue was confusing at times. But it is what it is. There were I like the overall idea of where they're going.
Yeah, I feel like I completely understand like what's going on.
Yeah.
Like I get the point of what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And they accomplished it, and as much shit as I talked about, like their whole army was getting pushed back by these people in Otherworld, there was a point being made that majority of Otherworld was starting to have an issue with mutants, with their presence. So, and Avalon was obviously like a symbol of that. And the people that supported Avalon being the Citadel, because they're the ones that run things. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. I don't think it's just the Sevalith, the Reapers, and King Arthur. I think it's just generally most of Otherworld against them. So I get it.
Yeah,
makes sense. And when they casted the spell over the Citadel, and it canceled out the Cat and Britain powers for a little while, I was upset. I get it. They was built, like I said already, they was building towards this big fight, and I guess ultimately them having to keep away from Otherworld.
Yeah.
It was this huge resource that like could have been so open-ended. So I could understand them closing it off in a way and kind of like ending that chapter or at least pausing that progression. That makes sense?
Yeah. No, I get it. Overall solid. It is funny how like now that Excalibur is kind of like going towards the end, this is where we finally kind of can understand it and keep up with it. And are finally
because it's because of the nature of it being towards its end. It's like there's not that much more room for speculation, so you kind of have to take it for what it is, and it's not bad.
No, not at all.
It's never ever been horrible.
Yeah.
At worst, it's been just kind of like meh.
Yeah.
Which, I guess that sucks, but
it's not the worst. Yeah. It's not the worst thing.
It's not bad. It's never been a straight up bad issue.
Yeah, it's never been, say, X-Corp.
The ionospheric
bandwidth generator.
Bandwidth generator, though. I love that, man.
Yeah, you really did.
It was so pretentious.
The ionospheric bandwidth generator. But yeah, I mean that's all I got to say about Excalibur. Solid issue overall. Solid week in American comics, honestly. I'm here for it. Are you ready to close this out? All right, yes, everybody. Sir. Thank you guys so much for listening. That has been our show. Thank you guys so much for listening as per usual. You can find me at the Chris Espinal on Twitter and Instagram. Josh at JDCole_37. Brian is not here for this episode, but you can follow him at b.esp on Twitter and Instagram, and check him when he's streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/itspunchline. Subscribe, follow us at New Jump City on Twitter and Instagram. Participate in the really good chapter of the week poll, and we share the results every week. Email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com with any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want us to talk about. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Hit that like button, share the videos, and subscribe to us.
Yeah, leave comments, guys. We'd love to respond.
Oh, hell yeah.
Conversations, and we'll even feature your comments.
Hell yeah, dude.
If they're relevant to the story and stuff.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do like a little Q&A session with people who listen, so I'm very open to it. So check us out. So if you prefer the audio version of podcasts, if you prefer audio podcasts in general, you can find us wherever there is podcasts. iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you listen to podcasts, we are likely on there. So subscribe to us on that and leave a 5-star review on iTunes if you show desire. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you next week for the manga-sode, or if we go back to doing a one episode thing. It's week to week at this point. We'll see where it goes. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening, and stay safe, New Jump citizens.
Peace out. Almost caught myself on the mute button. And before this podcast ends all the way, there was a little map for Otherworld.
Oh yeah.
That basically show the updated areas of Merlin, and it just brings me back to when I made the map at work. It just brought me back to that. It was nice. But you can clearly see that majority of the areas that are populated, you know what I'm saying, are under Merlin's control. There's only about 2 different places, like the Floating Kingdom and the Crooked Market, and really the other ones are just kind of barren wastelands. You've got Dryador, which is destroyed. Blight Spoke, which is, you know, a wasteland as well. And yeah, I forget what the other one is, but it's kind of barren.
Hell yeah. Well,
all right. That's it.